My name is Maitri Singh. I am from Sultanpur district of Uttar Pradesh, and I was born in UP. However, I was brought up in Gujarat and Delhi. I have recently completed my masters in English literature and research on Avdi Dalit poetry, and I am a digital Swaraj fellow.
Did you ever think about working in villages before?
No, never.
So, what brings you to the fellowship?
Actually, multiple factors. First of all, so before choosing this fellowship, I actually decided that I want to step into the social sector. I did work before in the social field, so I was engaged with an organization named Association for Parivartan of Nation for like the past 4 years, and so we were working on the right to education, and so from there I was working part-time. However, I finally realized that this is where I want to work. However, one of the problems that I actually experienced in my job was the problem of digital literacy. So basically we were sort of responsible for spreading awareness, doing advocacy and research about the right to education section 12(1)(c), where 25% of the seats are reserved for economically and socially backward groups. And there we sort of found that the problem of digital literacy or digital empowerment is a great concern, because it was due to the lack of digital literacy, people were not able to prepare their documents by themselves, apply in the schools by themselves, offline or online. So because offline required a lot of time and resources for them to travel to different spaces, and most of these people belong to the disadvantaged groups, and so they were mainly daily wage workers or migrants who were working daily even on Sundays. So they did not have enough time. So we thought that having digital literacy or having digital tools would actually solve their problems, because they would be able to apply online for the child's admission, as well as seek information according to themselves. However, which was not the case. So that's why I found this fellowship really interesting, because it was doing exactly what I thought is a great concern for the contemporary society.
So, we've been a part of this orientation and fellowship for a week. Can you share some reflections about the orientation?
Okay, so I think it was great. It was a blend of a lot of things, of emotions, of information, people's experiences, etc., my own experiences. So we did a lot of activities, participated in sessions, workshops. For example, some of my favorite workshops were the workshop on photography, as well as on art and social justice. And we also did an activity on constitution, which was very interesting and creative, where we had to draw an island which would be a perfect nation. So these activities or these sessions were not theoretical in nature. They were very, very practical. During sessions we were introduced to certain tools and games, etc., which sort of made me and all of us think about the practical solutions and the creative solutions we could do or create on our own. So yeah.
So as the first batch of fellows, of Digital Swaraj fellows, is there any message or anything that you would like to say to anybody who's thinking about applying, who's thinking about doing this fellowship?
Yeah, I think whatever I've shared till now, if that interests you, I think you will be at a right place or platform. So basically, one of the things that I noticed was I did apply for internships or fellowships before this, and I stayed in those fellowships or internship of those spaces before. The only very interesting change which I experienced with this fellowship was that it gave me a chance to learn before I actually do something, make an action which can be not as good as for a person who's stepping into a field for the very first time. So people who are looking forward to stepping out of their comfort zone, who are just, who are passed out graduates or people who want to do more about more in the field that they have been doing. I think it's a great place. The people are great, the team is great. So yeah, I mean, they treat you as a friend rather than a person, So basically, there's no hierarchy. They understand your emotions. They give you a chance, a space to speak about your problems, your issues, and disagree with them. Most importantly, they take your concerns into considerations, and as well as your preferences about what you want to do, what are you good at. So I think it's a mix of a lot of things, and I think it's a great place to be and work in the long run.